Do you want to lose weight and finally keep it off? Then make sure to watch this video and stay till the end, and I'm gonna let you know how you can get started right now. Let's get into it. When you want to lose weight, the first thing comes to mind is usually to check the best diets around. And most of them work. Obviously, otherwise they wouldn't be called a diet. The problem though, they're usually not for the long run. My goal with this video is not just to give you the information to lose weight, but to actually keep it off. For now, let's forget about any specific diet you heard of so far. You know what? We go all in. Let's forget the word diet entirely. And instead, we're going to call it nutrition, because that is what we need. The right nutrition to fuel our body with the nutrients it needs. And the weight will drop by itself. I read a lot about weight loss and diets. There's tons of information out there. The problem though, most of it is opinion based and often misleading. And sometimes it is strict out a lie because someone wants to sell a product. That is why I created this guide on how to lose weight. I want to get away from the complexity and cut through the bullshit and just give you the information you really need. I keep it as simple as possible. And once you're done, you should know what it takes to lose weight. All you have to do then is just implementing it in your life. Sounds easy? Well, not so quite. Weight loss starts in the mind. And if you keep referring to yourself as a fat person, then guess what? You're gonna stay fat. Instead, see yourself as a healthy and lean person, because a fat person does food choices and decisions that a fat person does. But if you refer to yourself as a healthy person, you're gonna make food choices and decisions that a healthy person would do. You have to convince your mind and rewire your brain. Anyway, let's have a look at why you should lose weight in the first place. For most people, this is quite obvious, but for some, unfortunately, not that much. Losing weight could be just for aesthetic reasons, but it can go as far as that you have to lose lots of weight just to save your life. To be honest, if you're obese or heavily overweight, you will drastically shorten your life expectancy, and that is just a sad fact. Losing weight will reduce the risk of many obesity-related diseases such as heart disease and strokes, high blood pressure, some forms of cancer, diabetes and sleep apnea, just to name some of them. And even if you just carry a few kilos extra, losing weight can have a massive boost to your self-confidence. And without a doubt, it will improve your quality of life. The most important thing, I keep repeating myself with that, if you want to lose weight, you have to find your why. You need to know your reason. Why do you want to lose that weight? Why do you want to be healthy? What is it that helps you to push through the pain? Because let's be honest here, it's not going to be easy. It's going to suck. And it's going to be a hard journey. There is no shortcut. There is no magic pill. And there is no miracle program. Even if a lot of people claim differently, but those people are just liars. So if someone ever wants to sell you a shortcut to weight loss, run. Run as far as you can from that person. Don't get me wrong, there are some great programs out there that help you to lose weight. To have a structured program with meal plans and workouts to follow is an amazing way to get started, especially if you're a beginner. Just be aware of the promised shortcut though. Here is a simple truth about weight loss. It is no rocket science. But it is not as simple as calories in versus calories out. It's also not eat less and move more. In fact, exercising is just 20% of the equation. But you don't need to diet. You're even better off without a diet. Just be conscious about what you eat. The general rule is to eat about 500 calories less than your maintenance calories. A little later I explain to you what that is and how to calculate it. But hold for a second. If you stay below that number, you're below your maintenance calories, you will lose weight. Some other factors come in play as well there. You can use an app like MyFitnessPal. It's going to calculate the calories for you. You just put all your details in there and it does the rest. And it's free. It's an amazing app and I can highly recommend you to use it. However, it is not just eating less calories. The quality of the calories matters even more. And I explain that to you. Not all calories are equal. There are empty calories and there's nutrient-dense food. Empty calorie foods usually have a high amount of calories per weight, which means that just a little of those foods can easily cover half your calorie intake for the day. A slice of cake would be an obvious one of those really nice creamy ones, you know what I'm talking about? And another big one is alcohol, unfortunately. They all don't offer much in terms of vitamins, fibers, proteins and healthy fats. They are also usually pretty high in other bad ingredients such as trans fats, high fructose corn syrup and obviously a lot of sugar. How the name already says, nutrient-dense foods are very low in calories but pretty high in nutrients. They are rich in vitamins, minerals, fibers, they're high in protein and healthy fats. They help to repair, build and grow your body. You can eat lots of them without adding too many calories. They also fill you up faster and keep you full for longer. Woo! Which means that generally you eat less throughout the day and you're less likely to overeat. But be aware that even healthy food can make you gain weight. I cover that in a different video though. Let's get going. How to lose weight fast. Is it even possible? Sure it is, but is it healthy? Probably not. And most likely it won't be sustainable. Really? But what is considered fast anyway? A week, a month, 6 months, a year? What is fast in your terms? With fast I mean a 21-day challenge as example. This, you might be able to lose that weight with a lot of discipline, but in the moment you change the way of eating, it comes straight back on. In general, half a kilo to a kilo per week is a realistic number if you're in a caloric deficit of 500 to 1,000 calories per week. Per day! 500 to 1,000 per day! That's it, that's what I wanted to say. Okay. Per day. Yep. But, how I said earlier, that is dependent of many other factors as well. When working out, you probably gain some muscle, which means that you won't see drastic changes on the scale, at least for the beginning. But you will see them in the mirror, so it's a good idea to use different indications and don't just always trust your scale. A beginner can lose much more weight than someone who is on and off diets all the time. If you're just starting out, you're going to see some quick results. To lose weight fast, you have to make some crazy changes to your diet. You have to cut out almost entire micronutrients, or you have to lower your calorie intake to a point where it's just not sustainable and you just feel miserable and shit all day long. If you would want to lose a kilo per week, you have to eat 7,000 calories less per week. And that is a lot. It is obviously possible, but if you lose weight too fast, the likelihood of gaining that weight back is quite high. Let's say you do the keto diet. It is proven to work and you can lose weight in a rapid way. But for most people, it's not sustainable. Also to know is that this weight is not just plain fat, and that's the point, right? You don't just want to lose body weight, because that's going to be muscles and water and other stuff you actually want to keep in your body. What you really want to lose is fat. Right? So it's great for motivation because you see a lot of changes straight away, but it's not really the best and healthiest way. Let's see it that way. You didn't gain all that weight overnight. It probably took you many years of wrong decisions to get to that point. But the good news is it won't take you that long to lose it. Here's a little motivation. If you take the right approach and you're a beginner and you eat right and you exercise, you're going to see some drastic changes fairly quick. Which brings us to the next point. Do you actually have to diet to lose weight? No. How I mentioned earlier, you should get rid of that word entirely. Just chuck it out the window. For now. Maybe we pick it up later again. But for now, it's gone. Did you ever say, I'm on the... You can insert whatever diet you've been doing. If you're on something, that usually means that you're going to be off it as well. And that is the moment when you gain that weight back. And this is where we have to make a lifestyle change. Something that is sustainable for your situation. If you love carbs, why would you do a keto diet and be miserable? In fact, carbs are not that bad. They're actually very important for your body. I'm married to an Italian woman. Imagine I come home and say, look babe, I'm not going to eat any more pasta, pizza and dessert. What do you think would happen? She would probably divorce me, or at least I wouldn't be invited for family dinners anymore, which is equally bad. Simply said, find something that works for you. There are so many different diets out there and they all work in some way. But they all have one in common, which is that you have to make drastic changes to your eating habits. And this is why they don't work long term. Hey, don't get me wrong. I know people that do the keto diet and they're happy with it. It works for them and that is great. If you see results with something and you see yourself doing it for the next 5 years, then stick with it. This is absolutely amazing. This is what you want. But if you can't, then find something that does work. If you are on a balanced diet, that worked again. Anyway, I think right now it fits. So if you're on a balanced diet, you can even have your dessert occasionally. You can have a can of Coke if that is your thing, or you go out for a pizza. It is just about eating the right way most of the time. If you eat 80% of the time healthy, what do you think is going to happen? Right, you're going to be healthy and you're going to lose weight. And this is what you aim for. Perfect is unnecessary. It is all about the choices we make. You're gonna have your occasional cheat meal. It's absolutely fine. And it's actually not a cheat meal because you make the conscious decision to eat that way. Okay, let's keep going and have a look at exercising. You don't have to exercise to lose weight, but it certainly helps. If you, for whatever reason, don't want to or you can't work out, then you can lose weight by just getting in a caloric deficit. You do that by simply staying below your maintenance calories. I could tell you the exact formula how to calculate that, but we live in the 20th century and there are things that can do that for you. So I'm going to put a link in the description below that brings you over to a calculator. You put in your details, nice and sweet, and it's going to do all the work for you. And all you have to do is just stay below that recommended number. But look, even though you can lose weight by just eating right, I would not recommend that. If you are in a caloric deficit, you will lose weight, but you will lose muscles along the way, especially if you don't eat enough protein. So I highly recommend you to get moving, and that brings us to the next point. If you work out for just 20 minutes a day or even any other day, you will lose weight, not just much faster, but you will actually lose the right weight. And don't tell me that you don't have 20 minutes. If you say that you don't have time to work out, what you actually mean is that it's not your priority. And that can't be if your goal is to lose weight. And not just lose weight, but to lose the weight healthy and stay down and keep healthy and be fit and just be awesome. Right? I mean, start with 10 minutes if you're completely out of shape. Anything is better than nothing. You can burn somewhere between 12 and 22 calories per minute, which means that in a 20-minute workout, you can burn 440 calories. Okay, you gotta work pretty hard for that, but it's possible. How many calories you burn obviously is dependent on many other factors as well, like age, weight, and muscle mass. But don't stress about it too much. Working out is good for you, not just to lose weight, but just to feel better and to just be happy with yourself. Working out, along with the right nutrition, will not just allow you to eat more, but it also shapes your body, makes you stronger and gives you more energy for the day. Okay, let's compare that real quick. We stick with a maintenance calorie of 2000, which means that you can eat 1500 calories without doing anything, just sitting on the couch, and you're still gonna lose weight. But if you work out and you would burn those 440 calories, all of a sudden you can eat 1940 calories again, which is awesome because this is like almost a whole meal, and you would be still in a caloric deficit of 500, which means that you can eat more but you're still gonna lose weight. Get the point? To make the whole thing a little easier and you don't have to work out like a maniac, the best approach is to split the calorie deficit between working out and eating. You're gonna work out, burn 220 calories, you're gonna eat 280 calories less, and there's your 500 calorie deficit for the day. Unfortunately, on your rest days, you still have to eat 500 calories less. Also, to consider, exercising will encourage your healthy eating habits as well. When you exercise, you will feel like a fitter person and therefore you will make better food choices in the long run. After all, you just worked your ass off for 30 minutes to burn 300 calories, so you think twice if you're gonna eat that donut that's gonna throw you back the entire workout. How to lose belly fat. I get straight to the point. You can't target fat loss! Got it? Your body decides where it wants to burn the fat first. If anybody tells you anything different, it's a ruthless lie and most likely they just want your money. I wish I could tell you how to lose fat on specific body parts because it would make me a very rich man, but it's not possible. So just get it out of your head. But if you eat nutritious food and you stay in a slight caloric deficit along with working out, you will lose weight. And you will lose the weight on the body parts you want to lose it at. Your belly, your arms, whatever that is, your bum, you're going to lose it if you take the right approach. But you have to be consistent. It is as simple as that. How to get started with your weight loss journey. Firstly, I recommend you to get my 5-day free weight loss starter kit, which is in the description below, because the most sustainable way for long-term weight loss success is to make small deliberate changes every single day. Start to track your food for a couple of weeks. You can simply do that by taking a picture of everything you eat, and by the end of the day you're going to put it in an app like MyFitnessPal, which I recommended you already. It's completely free, great tool, definitely go for it. And you're just going to put it all in there and it tells you exactly how many calories you ate throughout the day. Soon you will see which foods have a lot of calories and what are the foods you should avoid. It also makes you aware of your eating habits. I recommend you after every bad meal you have a healthy one. And then after every bad meal you have 2 healthy ones. I mean, not all at the same time, obviously, but you know what I mean. Once you become conscious about what you're eating, you're gonna start making much better food choices. I can promise you that. And don't be encouraged if you're gonna miss a day. We all have these days. It's a bad day. Just leave it as it is, a bad day. But make sure you don't have 2 in a row. And last but not least, start working out. Do something. Even if it's just going for a 10-minute walk. It won't just support your weight loss, but it will make you a happier person and you're gonna start feeling better about yourself. It's about little steps in the right direction every single day. And before you realize, you can look in the mirror and you can be happy about what you've achieved. That's it for now. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to help us grow and support us. Like that video if you did. The chances are pretty good since you're still around, so yeah, just make sure to hit that like button and leave a comment below what's your biggest struggle with weight loss. Always remember, stay healthy, stay happy. I wish you all the best. My name is Marius and I see you next time. Subscribe, subscribe, hey, subscribe, subscribe. Hey, did you?